Hey YouTubers and friends, thanks for joining us for another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live with ToledoJess, Gano, the Treasure Vixens, and I. Hey, YouTubers and friends, welcome to another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live. Tonight with my friends and co-hosts, we have Depths of History, an outdoor influencer. They're no strangers to YouTube. Return visit from outdoor influencer and first time here on Tuesday Night Hangout Live. Britton from Depths of History. Let's head over to the other set and let's get this party started. Jesse, Dana.
There. Hi, guys.
How are you doing, sister?
Hi, everybody.
Oh, you just went right into it, huh? You just went right into it. I'm looking at my notifications. You just went right into. See, you got to watch out for this guy. He's sneaky.
Very sneaky.
Sometimes.
We should have.
I was the youngest of all boys. I had to be sneaky.
You would think I was the oldest of 7, so you would have thought I would have learned.
Well, I'd say something, but no.
Jess, I'm 6 of 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know you came from such a big family.
My youngest 2 were twins. My youngest 2 brothers were twin brother and sister, so they got away with everything.
Yeah, we did too.
Yeah,
The youngest
you
two.
did too.
Yeah.
You did too, and,
Yeah.
and
My
and
parents
so,
they were
so
fed
did
up.
So did the one before you. The one in the middle got left out.
Yeah.
Your oldest got blamed.
Yes. Yeah, that's pretty much right. And the baby, of course, got everything.
Well, there was twins and everything.
That's right. They both got it.
Yes. Hi. How's everybody doing tonight? Let's say hi to our chat room.
What up, Snorkel Pirate?
Yeah, there's all kinds of good people in here and
I
new
know.
people. And
I love our old regulars, and I see a bunch of new people.
I even see some guy in here, that Depths of History guy. He has a check mark.
How's it going?
It's going great, Brett. Good to see you again.
Great. Thank you so much for having me on. I really do appreciate it.
Hey, it's not a problem. Last time I saw you two was in Nashville.
Yes, I remember. We had that boat ride. Remember that?
Yes, sir. That was quite the weekend.
That was fun. That was really fun.
I'm sitting here going through the chats, right? So,
Yeah, pretty
much. Your mama says,
Mhm.
where to go? Damn it.
Yeah, I can already see Nugs picking on me in the comments.
Anyway, Ninja Mama said something about Brett. They're somewhere and they're auctioning you off for a date somewhere. Did you know anything about that?
Know anything about what? I'm sorry.
They're offering you up as a auction prize.
Really? Oh my goodness.
Ninja Mama
What?
says, but I can't find that.
It's an auction prize.
Yeah, you're an auction prize. I think they got 50 cents on you right now or something. I don't know.
She said, "Don't think his girlfriend would like that."
Probably not, huh, Candace? Oh, man.
Britton is a super pimp, according to Nug.
Yeah.
Jeremy. Another great guy we saw down in Memphis. But hello. I saw Pioneer Polly in the house.
Oh, Pioneer Polly's here?
Good to see you, Pioneer.
Oh man, good to see you, Pioneer Polly.
Yeah, Polly's a good friend of flashing your pan and Tuesday Night Hangout live.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, Paulie and I have been we've been talking. I think I'm gonna try to go and visit him sometime. Make some
Ooh.
videos. That'd be cool.
He'll do with you like he did with the Almighty.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be super cool. He has a bunch of interesting spots, and I love the way he edits and films and makes all of his content. He's a really good guy.
Ditto, 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 ditto. Yeah, yeah. Pretty much agree with all of that.
Hello, Tim.
Next time I'm back home in Washington, well, probably not next time, but one of these times when I'm back home in Washington, I'd love to hop up to the island and hang out with him and Moto Mining and some others. Our guest from last week, Andy from Andy Thrax Mining. Welcome, good to see you, Pioneer Polly. Our
A lot of our friends are here tonight. Ron F.
Yeah, what up, Ron F? What's going on? I just won some silver from
Farris
him,
in the
guys.
house.
yeah, I saw that.
Prospectors.
There was a question from someone here for you, Rose. Was it Nug? Was
It was Cat Toy Lady.
asked
toilet.
if your hand hurt?
Yeah, not even a bruise, guys. Not even a bruise.
Know what, you all? I'm gonna share something with you all. Before we get on with our interview with our guests, I'm gonna share something to you about what happened last night during a live stream of two of my sisters and friends, the Treasure Vixens.
And I hope everybody learns a very valuable lesson.
If you weren't there, you'll see it here. It's going to be 3 versions: normal speed, slow speed, much like the way I talk, and really fast, like the way I don't talk. So, here, hope you all enjoy.
Play it.
I think
God.
I gotta make sure I have it cued right. Huh.
We've done that before. Luke Duke, what's up?
Luke Duke, I need one of your stickers, man.
Oh, here it is. There it
This
is.
is JP and the Bulldogs. Hi, y'all.
All right. I think I got it right. I think so. We'll see.
Kayla Davenport, how are you,
Top of
mate?
the magnet.
Oh yeah, she's been a long time subscriber.
Bottom of the magnet.
Cool.
All
So
around.
that's cool.
Okay, showing it now.
So bad.
Sorry, Rose. It's still funny.
I think the funniest part is Angela's reaction. She backs away. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's really funny slow-mo. Here's slow-mo. I think I'm putting it to 0.25. And Mr. Lodak, you were so right. 0.25.
Oh my gosh.
At the way Angela gets like, oh my God.
No, golly. Yeah, I wish, can they hear the volume?
Yeah, they
Okay.
can hear it.
Okay, good.
I have it turned all the way up. So.
Yeah, good. It was perfect.
Top of the magnet.
Oh, I'm glad they did it there.
Your own little worlds.
These two are good friends of
Oh,
ours.
look, the magnet's holding it up.
You're right. It's so great. The pull force is great, guys.
I know, huh, Nick?
Oh, the faces. Pay attention to the faces.
Yeah, look at her face.
Damn.
Oh, I love you, Angela, but sorry, I gotta laugh.
This is gonna take me to see that. That just blows me away.
That's
Look at that.
through a hand.
Yeah,
That's
that
and
could
it
have
was
been
getting tighter
bad,
before we started
but-
pulling on it.
Angela, just
A little
just-
cheap. Holds my hand in my
Angela.
locker out in the garage, and this is a little cheesy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Oh my
That's no joke. Those magnets are no joke, guys.
That was like 10 times that night.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I finally found out exactly where it was at. I posted on there so everybody knew it was at the 43 mark.
Rose instant pleasure.
I think I do it a couple more speeds too, real fast, I believe so. Okay, let's get it back.
Oh, thanks so much, Ed. Thanks so much for the replay.
You're welcome. Here were their I'm gonna speed it up.
It's funny right now because you know you weren't hurt, right?
That's right.
Tell you what happened. You could have lost a finger. That had been just your finger in between both those magnets.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
If I knew you were hurt, Rose, I wouldn't have been laughing.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing. You know, everybody says it could have been a lot worse, and it really could have. I don't ever recommend trying it. Like that was an accident. And then we got lucky because the magnet was in the whole palm of my hand. You know, so when the other magnet stuck, like.
Right.
So there was no pinching, no squeezing, or you know, other than when the magnets were together, they got tighter and tighter and tighter. Like they didn't stop trying to pull together.
2 times faster.
That was funny.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
think this was the last one. 2 times faster now.
All around.
Oh, why is getting so bad? Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Did you guys? We put that.
That was Keystone Cop stuff right there.
We've got that up on Facebook
glad-
and TikTok. If you guys feel like
glad
engaging
Rose
with it and
wasn't
laughing at
hurt.
us, you're more than
Our
welcome to.
friends, the treasure.
That's hilarious. Again.
We were the rest of the show, you guys. The rest of the show, even though the magnets were put away, we were still scared that the magnets were gonna do it again.
Their teeth and come after you.
Lesson learned, guys. Lesson learned.
Oh, watch Angela with the magnet when you're
Right after
holding
that-
a magnet.
Right after that,
At
did
least
you,
they
guys,
were clean magnets.
Yes, yeah, right.
did you guys get back with the company and ask them about, you know, what are all these pieces you gave us?
Yeah, so they're to help prevent the magnets from breaking apart. They're protection covers to prevent prevent them from cracking.
That's basically, Root has a protective cover around it too.
Oh, do
That's
that,
what-
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the magnets on the inside. You know, so yeah, I imagine all.
Well, they're brittle. Actually, the
Yeah,
magnet
super-
itself are brittle.
Hey, can you do the hand, Ed? I just did a super chat.
Oh, look at that. I also owe another super chatter. So here you go for all the super chatters.
Yeah.
Super chat. Thank you, Britton.
Yes, sir. Hold on, my computer unplugged.
Oops.
I was plugging back in my computer and unplugged. Sorry about that.
Hey, it's live entertainment for you.
Right?
Everybody's in here kind of talking about the Karen video.
Oh wow. Yeah, Jeff, you want to say something about that?
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
you're-
somebody just donated $100. and-
What?
Willie! Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
Willie
dude, you gotta press the hand like a million times now.
Willie
Oh,
gets
give him
like
5
a
hands.
nuclear. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, super chat.
You're later.
Willie. Awesome. Nuclear blast from Willie.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I haven't watched that video yet, and I want to watch it. So what's everybody talking about? You got it.
So basically, Jeff and I got out of the canal, and there was this lady that drove out of the public driveway that we were in, and she drove up to the top of the road and like parked and was watching us like as we were filming our outros. And so then I was trying to film. It was like my 5th outro because at the time I was just messing up every shot and everything was going bad. And so I took like the 5th shot, and she walks out with the lawn chair and kind of just was like, you're not allowed to be on this property. This is private property, and you're like owned by the city. We're allowed to be here. We're just filming an outro, and then we're gonna leave. And then she was like, "What are you guys doing here?" And she was just really like, she called me an idiot in the video and was like, just kind of like trash talking Jeff and I when all we were trying to do was just pick up the environment, clean up the canal that we were in. And it was a pretty good video, but to be honest, I should have just, we should have just exchanged a couple words and walked away. I think it was a little bit drawn out, but I mean, what can you say? Jeff and I we were just kind of a little bit aggravated because we were just cleaning up everything, and someone was trying to give us a hard time, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
Do you think
originally when we came out of the canal, when she drove up to us, she stopped, and that's what we were doing. We told her we were picking up trash, and then like Britton said that she watched us, and 5 minutes later she comes walking over with the launch chair, getting a cigarette in her mouth. I mean, she was there to argue with us. I mean, that's why she brought a launch chair.
Yeah, she told us to pee on camera.
She's like, she told Britton to pull it out and pee, and I was like, I don't film that stuff. And she started accusing us of like filming kids and stuff.
Filming kids,
there's no kids here. And she's like, well, how do you know? And I was like, well, I got eyes. I had to tell her 3 times I had eyes. I'm not a blind person, And I didn't want her. I was about to go in detail and show her my camera. Like, you can't see far away with my camera anyways. The whole background's blurred. It's for
really
close.
Really hard to know how to deal with people like that,
Oh yeah. No, well then she was like, you don't have the right to film. And I was like, well, we're on city property right now. So I kind of do have the right to film.
And one of my subscribers actually looked up the road that she lives on.
Yeah.
And the road that she lives on was actually a public street that's maintained by the city. Her property line did not start until where her house was. And she only owned about 5 feet around her, She only owned about 5 feet around her house. And there's about 6 houses at the end of that street too.
Yeah.
And then where me and Britton was actually parked in a commercial driveway. It had nothing to do with that area.
Yeah.
And that one time did we point the camera at the houses at all. It was really crazy.
Yeah. Well, and is it like that was all that was out there? Just those houses?
Yeah. There was like 5 little houses.
Yeah. Some guy even yelled like, "I'm gonna call the cops."
Yeah. He's like, "Shut the F up! I'm gonna call the cops." And then when she was walking back, the guy was yelling at her, and she was like, "Shut up," something like that. I heard. So, I imagine she's probably the whole Karen in the neighborhood. Like everybody in that neighborhood probably hates her.
They got their own Karen. And people like that, secluded, not necessarily secluded areas, but with little outclosed like that, when they're the only people around, basically they get it in their head that that's their domain, that's their property, and they don't want anybody in there, regardless of what legalities they may or may not have. So it's really hard to deal with people like that because, ignorance is bliss, I guess.
Yeah, that's the truth. I mean, it was just crazy though, because we were standing there on city property, and then she asked for Jeff's business card. So I guarantee you she saw the video.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you guys think that maybe at one point she tried to figure out like who you guys were and what you were doing, and knew that she might be on YouTube? So she acted that way more.
Yeah, I mean, well, she knew we were filming because I mean, I was literally filming my outro, and I really honestly wouldn't have put that in there unless I was literally filming my outro for the video because I mean, it was just priceless. It was like I was filming my outro, and then she like walked up and she was like, I just wanted to talk to you guys and see what you guys were doing, and like she was kind of kind at first, but then it just completely 360 turned into a
so crazy
argument. So.
Yeah, I mean, she wanted to argue, and I don't think she knew exactly what YouTube was because she's like, "Yeah, I saw idiots like you." And in the beginning of YouTube, there was a lot of idiots on YouTube. Because you know, 10
There's
years
still
ago,
a lot of
it is now.
idiots on YouTube.
Hey, what's up,
Yeah.
James? Okay, go lay down. Go. Go on.
Exploring with Neg said she got mad when you refused the shagging invitation.
Wait, what was that?
Nobody else thought that was funny.
I did.
Must have missed it.
Oh god.
Just trying to stay family friendly.
Well, guys, that's I mean, I guess that's kind of a good thing to lead into. You know, obviously the Karens, your newest issue, but have you guys run into Karens in the past? Have you guys been harassed previously from other magnet fishing adventures or scuba diving adventures?
Leading into my national park lady incident, which happened literally 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. I feel like probably 2 weeks from now I'll have another video like this go up on YouTube. It's just ridiculous. But it's like I was I found a pistol in the river and I was cleaning up trash and stuff, only had trash. And I called the police and they came and they took the pistol that I found. It had serial numbers on it and they confirmed that it was stolen. But they said, there's this lady that wants to talk to you. So this National Park Service lady comes out of the car and basically explains to me the laws that regard the national park and the river. And apparently you're not supposed to remove historical artifacts, but she was clearly, I mean, she did not mention the definition of a historical artifact. And the whole time, basically, she was like telling me all this information, asked for my ID when I did not commit a crime. Like, I know not to do that now. Like, I basically just willingly gave her my ID. And I wish I didn't I wish I didn't give her my ID because I really didn't have to in that situation, because she basically was detaining me under suspicion of a crime that I didn't even commit, which was removing historical artifacts from that section of the river. But I, of course, I filmed the interaction. I put it on YouTube and it's sitting at like 150 something thousand views, and people were supportive, and, you know, other people were, you know, hating on her a little bit for it. But in the end, you know, I think it was good to open everybody's eyes to the situation, kind of give their feedback to me, because it definitely taught me a lot about that specific area. And from now on, only in those areas, I'm really just collecting trash and turning in anything that I find that could be of use to the police. So.
Was the gun historic?
No, it was like dropped like maybe a year or two ago.
Yeah.
It was a newer gun.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have that video actually come out on Sunday. So I'll have that.
Yeah, she was probably just reading the law of the book and not.
Oh yeah.
Not interpreting it like it should be. Just, you know, oh, historic guns, knives, swords. That means everything to her, you know. So it's all grouped together.
Tin can, aluminum can.
Oh yeah, a little bit. She got crucified. Yeah, the comments are. Yeah, there's like probably 4,000 comments of giving them a piece of their minds. So it was pretty crazy, the amount of support on that video. Which was.
Do you ever wonder if she's gonna watch it?
Oh, I'm sure she's already seen it, and I'm sure everyone's already watched it. But I mean, you know, the worst thing that I thought, I was like, okay, I might get a visit from a park ranger or something and a cease and desist letter to take it down. But none of that happened. Got no phone calls, nothing. So I mean, obviously,
I would still be careful.
It was fine. So I mean, it's legal to film law enforcement. That's what a lot of people don't understand, because
right. It's illegal.
It was legal everywhere, but it's not legal everywhere now.
Yeah, like Utah. I know Utah has strict laws about it now, and California too. But yeah.
So you know, other than Karens, have you guys had any you know, any maybe stalkers or, you know, people that, you know, we could all make fun of a Karen. What about somebody that made you guys feel really uncomfortable? You felt like you had to get out of there? Did anybody, you know, show a gun to you? Have you had any experiences like that?
I've only had one experience with a gun pulled on me, and that was I didn't get it on film because I did not expect anything to happen. And I was literally asking permission with my friend Riley Bryant to metal detect a house from like the 1800s. Told him I'd give him everything that I found. And basically what happened was they told me, they're like, get off the property, you know. They were like getting really mad, and he came out with a shotgun and told us if we didn't leave the property, like he would shoot us. And yeah, so definitely definitely not good. So
What about you, Jeff? Have you had any moments like that?
Well, one time I was out in the middle of nowhere filming, and a carload of people came and asked if they could shoot guns, and so they started shooting guns.
Like they were just shooting?
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Yeah, some like gangsters. Yeah, they were shooting and everything. They were like, "Hey, we saw you on YouTube before too." And I was like, "Oh, cool." And they asked if I wanted to shoot with them, and I was like, "No." And I kind of hung out there for like 30 minutes because I didn't want to be like, "I'm leaving right now." So, but yeah, it did make me feel uncomfortable because I wasn't sure when I should leave. I didn't want to act scared, but at the same time, I wanted to be cool. I have that entire video recorded, but I didn't really find anything, and so I never showed the video.
I think that people would like to see that.
Yeah.
I think that would generate some views whether you found magnet fishing finds or not.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't even matter at that point. But you want to get that magnet fishing keyword in there. Am I right, Jeff?
Yeah.
Like Jeff and I will walk the canals, and he's like, "Man, you didn't put a magnet fishing clip in there. You won't be able to use magnet fishing in your title."
Oh, I don't know. I'll use magnet fishing if we're not doing it because you guys are magnet fishers. I mean, you're other things, but.
When we went to Nashville, walking in the canals were kind of uncomfortable because you're in an area where you can't really run, and there was bullets all over the ground.
Wow.
Not to mention like fighting dogs, like
fighting dogs, and I mean Memphis was we were in a really bad neighborhood, and like it was really scary. And when we saw people, we kind of hid behind the walls as we walked.
Yeah. We'd walk like to the opposite, like to the same side that they were looking, so it didn't look like we were there.
Speaking of your guys' Memphis video, that generated some buzz from how the officers reacted, huh?
Oh yeah, it was yeah, it was pretty crazy. An officer got on the phone with me and basically said they didn't take guns.
That's so crazy.
And I was like, what do you mean? It's like, we don't take guns. And that's the first time I've ever been told that. So what that told me was there's so much crime in Memphis. They have like so much other stuff that they're probably worried about too. But I was still kind of like, it has serial numbers. It probably has ballistics if you want to check it. Like it was a relatively, you know,
fresh. Yeah, that was fresh.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't have a magazine in it, and it was just flown. Like it literally had just like gone into the outer section of the canal. Like I think the water had just like washed it in there.
Yeah.
Like, I literally just picked it up out of the creek right in front of Jeff.
And then right when I was getting ready to step in the water.
It was so funny.
But I did find.
I felt so bad because people were like, "You stole that gun, Britain," and I was like, "Man, that made me feel really bad." But
you made it on the news and everything. They cut me out.
So there was a little bit more of heat. I hope this isn't a touchy subject. It looks like another guy that was with you was decided to pull the trigger on that gun.
Oh yeah, Riley Bryant. Yep,
I got some heat for that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had to cut it out, but I was like getting real mad at him on film, and I was like, dude, why I was getting pretty mad at him because I was like, you should never do that because I mean, it always has a chance of going off, and if that had any criminal evidence, Riley would have destroyed that criminal evidence, which is a crime. I mean, he probably he could go to prison, you know, if that were to happen. But I mean, luckily it didn't. But it was just poor gun etiquette, and I told that to him, and I don't know.
How do you guys handle the negative comments? Like you said, you know, you got a lot of negative comments, and
Yeah.
what do you guys do to push past those? Because you get so many comments on your videos.
Oh yeah, I mean, I view it as good, honestly, because it's interaction, people getting excited, people telling people what to do, what not to do. It's all interaction, so it'll help the video anyway. So I mean, I try to look past it, and most of the time I try to do what the viewers say not to do in the next videos, like, you know, wear gloves. Always, it's a big one too.
Yeah.
And like there's a bunch of videos, you know, where I'll find guns and they'll be like, you know, you need to go to a gun safety course. And I went to a gun safety course. I have yet to post that on my community tab, but I'm going to let everyone know, you know.
They're gonna love that, yeah. Finally.
And everyone's gonna be like very excited, I feel like. But anyways, I mean, I take it with a grain of salt, and I know that'll help the video. And you know, it doesn't really matter, you know, what people think, in my opinion. That's my personal opinion. But as for that video though, I knew that was going to draw attention with Riley and the gun, especially when I saw the premiere, because I thought I had cut that out of the video. But when I saw it in the video, I was like, oh well, it's already there. What are you gonna do? And it just ended like literally there were like probably 400 comments about it. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, definitely, I take the comments, you know, seriously, and I always read all of them, regardless if I reply to them or not. I try not to reply to the mean ones, but I mean, what can you do? Usually, I'll just be polite to them and tell them to have a nice day.
You know,
Right.
Ed had done an interview. Oh, I feel terrible that I can't remember his name, but he one time recommended pinning a negative comment to the top, you know, and letting everybody else read it and you know, take care of it, if you will.
You never reply to my sweet comments, Nug says. That's a lie right there. Well, half of the time he doesn't even comment.
Well, he's been ragging you since he got in here.
Oh, I know,
that's
yeah.
Jeremy. That's Jeremy.
Yeah, that is Jeremy. Jeremy's like the
Cat toy lady, smack him. I know you're right next to him. Smack him.
Jeremy calls me the young whippersnapper that he dives with. So old.
So guys, you know, I'd love to hear from both of you. What got, you know, well, I don't want to just go to magnet fishing. Obviously, Brett, you do so much more. Jeff, you're really starting to branch out yourself, but let's just say, what got you into YouTube, and who, like, give us two of your favorite YouTubers that helped inspire you?
Jeff, you want to go first?
Me? Yeah, I can go first. Well, nobody really inspired me. Like, I didn't, like, so one day I was working and I don't know how we got into a YouTube conversation with somebody. He's like, yeah, my cousin does YouTube. He posted a video on kayak and made $200. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then he's like, yeah, I got a channel too. And so he showed me all of his channel, and he had all these fans. He only had like 1,000 subscribers, but he had all these views. I was like, oh, this is really cool. And so then that's right when I started magnet fishing. So I was watching magnet fishing YouTube videos, and I was like, well, I'm gonna start me a magnet fishing YouTube channel. And that's pretty much how I started. But the first person I watched, I think it was Bobby Guy Films. And I watched all of his videos. And then I started watching Aqua Chigger. And then I ran into, that's when I started watching Outdoor Weekly and Daniel Bowens and stuff. So they were the biggest on YouTube at the time. And so that's pretty much how it started. But nobody really inspired me. I honestly didn't think I was even going to get this big, you know? I was like, man, if I get 1,000 subscribers, I'll be happy.
Yeah, I'd say for me, what got me started, I was into metal detecting as a kid when I was like 12, 13 years old. And I always, like, when I got my first metal detector, I went straight to YouTube to find out how to use it. And then I saw people were recording everything that they were finding. and I kind of want to just document my adventures of like me finding things metal detecting. And I was documenting it and started to get an audience. And honestly, like it was honestly last year when everything kind of exploded, for me on YouTube, at least. Like I got 80,000 subscribers like last year, which was kind of ridiculous. And that was due to, I mean, a couple videos popped on my YouTube, and once they did, I just kept trying to post every single day once I started getting the views to go higher. But what really motivated me, I started watching Michael, Nugget Noggin. He was like the first channel I started watching. And now it's funny because like we're friends and we go out and film all the time and stuff like that. But
I
it's
asked him on the show 2 years ago. I even called his metal detecting shop to invite him. And he hasn't been on. Maybe someday, but
Maybe.
I don't beg people
I
though,
think-
Britt.
I
I
think-
kind of ask and I don't pester them, and eventually one day I've had Bo on, Aqua Jigger. I've had Jocelyn Elizabeth on and Relic Recoverus, and but maybe one
And
day.
Brayden used to watch her a lot too. I think she inspired him also, probably.
no, not necessarily at all.
Yeah, I think Nugget Noggin was the first metal detectorist I started watching.
Oh yeah, no, he's got some really good videos, like the schoolhouse videos,
Mm-hmm.
like where he went underneath the schoolhouse and found all those coins.
All the coins and stuff he found on the schoolhouse floor. Awesome.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
oh yeah. That was really cool to watch that, because it was like, man, like he found so many coins in that video. And like at the time, I was a 13-year-old. I was like, man, treasure, finding coins, and
Right.
that like grew into watching scuba diving videos. And
Another
What
person that I enjoyed watching when I first started checking out metal detecting was Green Mountain Metal Detecting.
metal
man.
detecting, yeah, they're a great
Yeah,
channel.
they're
I love
actually in the room tonight.
No, that's
Really?
why-
No way.
Yeah, he's in the room tonight, or they are. He
Oh.
is.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I just wanted to give him a shout out there because that's one of the channels that I started watching. I love watching them go through those old foundations and stuff up in the mountains in the middle of nowhere.
Same here in the
I just-
beautiful mountains of Vermont.
Yep.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And they're finding like large cents, tons of colonial coins.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I took
would be.
gold away from Vermont. Maybe sometime we'll take some reals or
Yeah.
something.
That would be cool if he came on our show.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I think I've commented on a couple of his videos about coming on to our show. And
Sure. Hey, email me. Email's up there on the
Yeah.
screen. I wink wink. A.
I think he does a really cool job in explaining the history of the area and what he's finding. And
Yeah,
find some cool stuff.
we're
yeah.
booking for June now.
And honestly, that's why I'm talking about, because I saw he was in the room, and I've been trying to get him on our show, so I'm working.
Work him, Jesse. Work him.
Yeah, come on, jumping along.
Happy to be on, he says. Excellent, excellent.
Cool. That'd be awesome. I'd love to sit and talk to him.
Email you. Okay, will do.
My wife likes to watch him.
Ah.
She's
All right,
shaking her
guys.
head.
So let's take guns and weapons out of the equation, okay? No guns, no weapons. What are some of your favorite finds that you found over the years?
I'd say my favorite find has to be, like, for metal detecting, has to be a 1600s Stuart Crystal button, and it was worn by supporters of Charles II, who was going to get martyred during the colonial times, and he'd give those out to his supporters, so they're really rare.
Where
And
was
only
that?
a couple of them have been found. That was in Connecticut. And
Wow.
I found it in a farm field of a old 1600s house that actually used to stand there. And I posted it on the Treasure Net, if you know what that is. It's like a forum for like metal detecting.
Right.
But I posted it there, and like the next day it like made the banner, which was like crazy because I didn't know what it was, and then everyone was like, "Oh, that's the craziest find ever!" And
Wow.
it had an inlay of Charles I head that was like looking left in gold, which was super
Oh, nice.
super interesting. So that was one of my cooler finds. And then for scuba diving, I'd say probably the World War II mortar, the mortar bomb that I found. That was one of the scarier but cooler finds I think I've ever found. Because
Do you ever just think back to yourself that was it live ammunition? Like, were you?
yeah, it was live. So
Did that ever freak you out, man?
it does. And like the thing is they told like all the news and all the media, they were like, yeah, it was a dud. But I literally, me and like Jake and I were basically there, and they were telling two different stories. So it was kind of ridiculous. They took it though. So
Yeah,
that was me.
right. Couldn't have that one back.
They say it's a dud because they don't want to panic people. And everybody believes
Exactly.
everywhere, and you know it's not a dud because it's a dud in the sense that it didn't go off.
Yes.
But that
It
doesn't
had
mean
the
it.
fuse and everything. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it can't go off. Otherwise, they wouldn't be saying those lies.
Man, the magnetic Squatch just did a donation. Said he found his first gun this weekend.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Yeah, I
man.
saw that on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Did you give it to the police?
Thanks for the
Yeah, it's a
super
great question.
chat.
Did you turn it in?
22 caliber revolver. Cool.
I think the Vixens are pretty done with turning him in.
Uh,
We're tired of having the cops tell us, why did you bother calling us?
with just think everywhere there's magnet fishermen, fisher persons, men, ats, whatever. It's like the cops are probably being inundated by people calling in. Hey, I found a gun at blah 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 magnet fishing. Oh, great, another gun.
Imagine if you found a fresh throw, a fresh toss, or a fresh whatever you call it.
And I think everybody can agree here. I think that would be different. But say
Yeah.
finding the Craig Jorgensen that we gave to the police officers that we'll never get a touch or see again, we're still really full of regret on that. So
Right, something like that.
Yeah.
Old
last
historical.
shotgun, yeah. I mean, I'm cleaning up the last shotgun we found. Like we didn't even bother. We didn't even bother.
Right. No point. It's especially if you realize that it's not functional anyways.
yeah, and
Yeah.
if it doesn't have any like serial numbers,
Yeah.
that's the main thing.
Yeah, and we've cleaned it up enough to find it. But what about you, Jeff? What about minus weapons? What are some of the coolest finds you've had?
I mean, I haven't really found that much cool stuff, really. I mean, the coolest thing I ever found was probably a sword.
That's pretty
But-
cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It was from like 1840s. But I mean, otherwise, yeah, I haven't really found anything cool, really. Like I usually just find junk.
Have you taken anything home with you?
Um,
I mean, to keep, not to recycle, just to keep with you.
like signs, maybe a few signs and stuff. But yeah, I mean,
BB guns.
well, they said no weapons, so
Yeah, we're saying no. And honestly, I'd say the knife doesn't count. Like no guns.
I found some really cool tools, from the 1800s, some hatchets,
Yeah.
lots of bicycles, couple motorcycles, but nothing really too cool, really.
Motorcycles are pretty cool too. Those are good finds. Those are bucket list finds.
Everything's pretty much junk that I find, so I don't find that much cool stuff.
So
when we were in Nashville, not Nashville, but Memphis, and the canals had all this money that was inside the cracks.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. There were like these little pools.
We found jewelry. We found a class ring from the 50s.
wow.
Diamonds, rings.
So even silver coins.
Silver coins from the 30s and 40s. Like you just had to stop and just start looking in the cracks, and Nearly every crack had money in it. We were just
yeah, it was ridiculous.
Probably found $100 in pennies.
Wow.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Every once in a while, Rose and Angela come onto an object that they cannot identify. Their fans can't identify for the most part. A lot of guessing. You ever find anything like that you're still trying to figure out what it was?
Yeah. Me and Brayton found a bag of dominoes.
Oh yeah, and it had something real funny in it.
Yeah.
What was in it?
It vibrated.
With a bag of dominoes. Sounds like a party.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was real strange and stuff. But it was
it
like,
had like.
it was long.
Yeah, it was.
I was just walking the canal and I picked up the bag and I took it out and I was like, OMG.
And I got this whole reaction of it. He started cracking up. It was so funny.
Yeah, I never expected to find anything like that.
I don't think you ever do.
My second one I found. So
yeah, that was hilarious.
I found one last summer in a bag I found.
I saw that video. The Vixens have stumbled across a couple. You found one with us. We found the push dagger. You remember?
I think so.
Yeah. Push dagger. You guys get that? Does everybody get that in their head?
Dagger.
Yeah, it's the belt buckle. I had a belt buckle that was like that I wear when I hitchhiked back in the day. Didn't you have one too, Jesse?
No.
Oh, I thought
No.
you said you did.
But I found a lot of knives, a lot of cool knives, magnet fishing, and lots of cell phones. I can't believe how many cell phones.
Oh my gosh, we probably found like 100 cell phones.
And when we were in Memphis, we found a bag of condoms and a bag of cell phones in the same spot.
Obviously, wanted to be prepared.
Well, it's probably for like sex trafficking and stuff. I think is why we found all that together. Condoms and cell phones. Who throws all that stuff away?
Yeah, same spot, same exact spot.
Yeah, they were literally off the same bridge in the same pile.
Yeah, 3 phones.
Yeah, 3 phones.
Pit bag.
I even found a really cool machete too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cool. I found a real cool dagger. Also, that was cool.
Yeah, I found a BB gun. Jeff found a BB gun.
We ended up finding 5 guns at one spot. We found a BB gun. We found a toy black powder gun, another BB gun, and
yeah, I was kind of mad that the police took all that though, because they didn't need to take all the rest of that.
Yeah,
stuff. They took everything.
Yeah, now it's like you could have put it on the wall. You could have done something with it. So it's almost like.
Yeah, I mean, well, I wouldn't have been able to fly with that stuff, but I don't know. Maybe I could have.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
so I was driving, so I didn't. I was hoping to get to keep the BB gun because it was cool. I thought it was a BB gun, a real gun at first, but
yeah.
My friend, like 6 inches of water.
Yeah, my friend Heath said that he's in the chat. He's history seekers, and he said when he was a cop, they worked cases with missing murder weapons if they found that could solve a crime. Keep calling and turning them in. So, I mean, yeah, it's definitely a good thing that we're turning these in for sure. I mean, I have no idea. Like I've turned in a lot of guns, and I know Jeff has too. Like, some of those actually helped,
Yeah, I've gotten guns back too. So.
Yeah.
History seekers. I watch them. Didn't they?
Yeah, they're great.
Metal
they're awesome.
They metal detected the plane crash site of Leonard Skinner, didn't they?
Yeah. Leonard Skinner. They did a follow-up video there too.
Those were great videos.
Yeah, I really like those.
Hey, should we mention that Britain's giving some stickers away tonight?
Oh yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you want to give one away now?
Sure.
Okay.
There we go.
Chat in the chat room. You gotta chat to be active to win. I know there's like 36 eligible right now, so
gotta start talking, guys. Gotta start chit chatting.
Chat it up.
We've got 5 right here.
Not numbers. Chat it up. Not numbers.
Not numbers.
Gee.
Hey, Thomas, folks. Ringo.
Lester Lepore Senior, how are you tonight?
Hello, Charlemagne.
David Vitas chit-chatting.
While we're talking, while they're chit chatting, Jocelyn talking the store from the one of the people that work at our local speedways in the live chat right now, or she was earlier. So good to see you. I'll drop by a sticker. She became a member. So
What's up, Wayne Nugget Brain Peterson? How are you tonight? Kimberly B.
What's going on, Pinger?
Oh,
Mark
okay,
Miller.
47 eligible.
Oh, look, slow and sluggish. Slow and sluggish from Ackworth, Georgia.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. That's like right near me.
Yeah, Becky, I'll ask that question after the giveaway.
Hey, Jeff Jeffers, how you doing? Good seeing you. How's West Virginia?
Luminous Grin says he'll take a bag of condoms. Or it could be a she. I
Not
don't
from the
know.
creek, man. Not from the creek, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Anyway, from,
you found some toys. I know that.
Does, am I allowed to say it? Am I allowed to say bag
Well, even though we're a family-friendly show, my content is not made for children.
Mhm.
It's made for adults, but I know there's other family members that watch the show. Just put it that way.
Hey, Ed.
Nice.
Implements of female pleasure, whatever.
Willie, wait. Didn't we have a funny name for that the last time we talked about it? I can't remember what it is now, guys.
Hey, Ed.
Yeah.
We don't have any rule about whether you're eligible or not because you won something last week, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, Nancy is eligible to win again this week.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
David via. I won't say it out loud. But I think that's funny.
Like a feather.
Yeah.
Mom's battery operated boyfriends.
Yeah, Bob.
Yeah, that's a good one, Ruby. That's a good one. We found a bag full of battery operated boyfriends.
Oh gosh.
Oh, hi.
I should have kept it so I could have mailed it to Explorer. with
Yeah,
the-
don't let Nug win. He's already got like 4.
Is that Angela in the room there, Treasure Vixens?
Oh,
well, when you send them here,
female
Brett, you need to send 5.
Oh, send 5 to you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send them to you. Yeah, if you just give me your address, I'll send you 5 of them. So
Well, there's one for Dano, one for Jess, one for the 2 for the Vixens. That's why we say 5.
oh, of course.
Those are for us.
Oh yeah, I got you guys. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course, I'll send you back some too, Brett.
Oh heck yeah.
Oh, Mr. Lodak says 6.
Oh yeah, he's part of the crew, the world's greatest moderator, Mr.
Yeah, guys.
Lodak.
You can't forget the best moderator.
Hey,
I'll send you guys
Angela's in the
I'll send you guys a
house.
pack of like 15 or 20.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh, okay, cool.
they get spread around the community.
We'll do a little one night. We'll do a little sticker package.
Tuffy,
Heck
that's
yeah.
another good one. Tickle sticks, I like that.
Tickle sticks.
Well shoot, I've got 1,000. I'll just send you 100 of them.
Yeah, they get
Whatever.
Tonight.
at the
Yeah.
Flash Bash. Ooh, where'd I put that sticker?
58 eligible out of 79. There's
Here,
a
hold
few
on.
lurkers out there.
Board Man 54, you shouldn't ask that question. You really don't want to know the answer.
I want to see what it is now.
It's a bag of what?
Pack
Oh.
of what?
A bag of tickle sticks.
Tickle sticks.
Yeah.
Pleasure ones.
Tickle sticks. Okay. Tickle sticks.
There you go. Pack of 100.
How are you tonight?
Wow.
Barb. What's up, Barb?
Okay. That time.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
You ready for a countdown?
No, I already did it.
Oh, and the winner is for a bag of bobs. Oh,
Old man 954.
Ford Man 954.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, Ford Man, if you would email me your mailing address to flashinyourpan@gmail.com, I'll pass that over on to Depths of History.
There we go.
Oh, did you see that name there, Rose? Pleasure Vixens.
Giving pleasure.
Pleasure Vixens.
Heavy Meadow. He'll be at Flash Bash.
Oh,
Happy Meadow is, are you gonna be there? Yes. It's gonna be such a good time, you guys.
Oh yeah. I don't have confirmation yet, but I can't say, so I won't verify it.
Jeff, what do you think of that? Pleasure Vixens.
we have a special guest hopefully coming.
Yeah, yeah. Another special guest coming. So
Yes.
hopefully it's a go.
My giveaway.
No, not yet. That's the one.
Okay.
You can
Wait, never mind.
mention it, but that's kind of like end of stream type thing.
Okay, all right, never mind.
Yeah,
never mind.
dude, you give that away and like 50 people will go off.
No, I meant mention it. I meant mention it and tell them at the end of the show.
Yes. Mention it. And,
Yeah.
and while you're at it, mention that they should share also.
Okay, so you all want me to mention it?
Sure, I'm pinning you up right now.
All right.
Oh,
So
Jeff,
anyways,
your
I am
camera's on.
giving this magnet away to somebody tonight at the end of the episode, so stick around. So it's an entire magnet fishing kit.
Your camera's on.
Camera's off.
Made by outdoor influencer himself.
No, it's not made by me.
Yeah, no, he made the whole thing, the whole magnet. It was his idea.
Yeah, it comes with a magnet. It's a beginner's magnet. Comes with some gloves and rope and everything. So I'm giving all this away tonight. It's an entire box kit. So
I
What's
Yeah.
can't pin him up since his camera's not on.
We can't see it.
oh, here we go.
We just see your name.
Cameras off.
And here's the
Wow,
magnet.
good job, Jeff.
It's a 550-pound magnet.
Thank you, Ford Man.
You're still disappeared.
Oh, what happened to my camera?
No, we're trying to figure that out.
You turned me off.
You did.
You turned yourself off.
Oops.
Wow, way to pause the show, Jeff.
Oh, okay.
Press the camera button. Press the camera button on the bottom left. It
Bottom
says start
left.
video.
Yeah, I
Who's
guess
the
I can't pin you unless you have your camera on.
You just disappeared all of a sudden.
Poof. Started talking about it and poof. Oh, well. There's a magnet that Jeff, outdoor influencer, is going to be giving away. Now we
Oh
have
no.
two.
I'm just kidding.
Jeff, Tuffy 11,000 wants to know how powerful it is, and I want to know who the company is.
Now we lost them both. Oh,
No, I'm still here. Just go ahead and just move on with the show, and then I'll figure it out.
Jeff, can't an admin like control him? How do I like?
Oh, it's in here. It's in Zoom, and
to Zoom.
I can't turn on his camera. I could ask him to start video.
Yeah, do that, Jeff.
I
Click
just
yes. You can see
did.
that on the screen.
There it's back.
Wow.
Well,
There
back.
he is. Now,
And behind the curtain.
now I can pin you up.
Plug it
Okay.
again.
Try this again.
Okay,
Take
so
two.
anyway, so here's the whole box. It's an entire box kit.
What company?
Centron Magnets. Actually, I just signed a partnership with them. I'm actually going to I'm actually going to be promoting their magnets here pretty soon. But this one I actually paid for with my own money. So they're not sponsoring this video at all. So I paid, like I said, I paid with my own money. So, but all the other magnets in the future are going to be free for me.
What's
But,
the magnet strength?
but anyway, it's just a 550-pound magnet.
Single-sided. That's still a great magnet, guys.
Yeah, it's a great magnet.
Fantastic. Yeah.
I found like safes with a 500-pound magnet before.
It's a good magnet for somebody that's just wanting to try out the hobby and stuff. So
Yeah, right. Don't want to get.
It'll pick up a gun.
yeah, it'll pick up a gun. It picks up a lot of stuff. My cousin actually uses it. And it comes with a rope and comes with a magnet carrier. And it even comes with a scraper. So comes with everything that you need to start magnet fishing with pretty much.
His cousin, you guys, is Outdoor Treasures. It's another new channel. A lot of great video content. He goes out with Jeff a lot. You guys should check him out.
Oh,
Heck yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna give this away later to somebody. So just stick around till the end of the video.
Yeah, nice end of stream giveaway there.
Ringo
Outdoor
wants-
influencer, thank you.
Ringo wants to know if it'll pick up Nug.
Yeah, he'll pick up Nug.
There you go, Ringo. Hey, Rusty Nug.
I know it's no 2,000-pound magnet, but it's perfect for somebody, like I said, somebody that's getting into it, you know.
Or, maybe like I already have a magnet and I want to get my kids in it, but my magnet's too big for them.
Oh, it's perfect for kids. And a lot of people I've taken magnet fishing with, they're not strong enough for the big magnets anyways. These little magnets are way better. Because a lot of people don't realize how heavy some of these magnets are. The big
Yeah, that's
2,000-pound magnets and stuff are like 7-8 pounds. And once you throw that about 10-15 times, especially if you throw it off a bridge that's maybe 20-30 feet tall, it wears you out. Your back will start hurting.
Yeah, that's the truth. Jeff and I felt that all the time.
Yeah, that's kind of why I quit magnet fishing off really tall bridges.
So you ever fish off a boat?
No, I haven't. No, I have not yet. I'm gonna try to buy one this summer. Maybe.
But like a kayak,
I did
like
with Nug
Snorkel
recently.
Pirate does.
Oh, I did it in kayak, but the bad thing about a kayak is when you throw it out and you pull back, when you're pulling the magnet, sometimes you're not even pulling the magnet, you're pulling the kayak to the magnet in the water.
Well, as long as you get to it, right?
Yeah, but you're not covering any ground in the river, so you're kind of wasting time. You want to get a magnet that's not heavy at all, so you can the kayak will stay in place while you're pulling the magnet.
So that's another thing too. I've noticed that, and Rose and Angela do it too, and most magnet fishers I've seen do it too. They'll fish off of the bridge instead of off the bank. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, because the bank has a lot of rocks.
Ah.
Usually. So when you're pulling your magnet back, you got a good chance of getting the magnet stuck in between the rock.
So you're basically wanting to drop straight down on your object and pull it straight up as opposed to drag it across the bottom. Okay, that makes sense.
That's what a double-sided magnet's for.
Yeah, if you're dragging it at the bottom, it's just a muddy bottom. The stuff will stay on the magnet. But when you're dragging it from the bank, like I said, there's usually big boulders, big rocks, and they knock your magnet fishing fine off.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah, that's why I use a double-sided, because it has more like places for it to connect to.
Yeah, and I do have a video on my channel about using double-sided, single-sided magnets, and the
Double-sided works better.
It works way better because it stays flat and it drags. Then when you got a single-sided, it's like this, and it's going up and down instead of laying flat.
Now there are the 360-degree magnets. Those are the ones that we got stuck in that video, where every part of the magnet is magnetic. That's what we got from Mcnicol. The sides of it are magnetic. The top, the bottom, all of it is all of it.
Crazy.
Yeah. So Mcnicol, you guys should check it out. So wherever you're dragging, whichever side you're pulling on, because I'm a double-sided as well, Britt. Angela likes the single sides, but double-sided, I really feel like you're going to get more pull. Well, now you can have a magnet with every side of your magnet that has it, all of it.
Yeah, That's the great thing about double-sided magnets, but I like single-sided magnets if I'm like dropping straight down from a bridge, because then I can really get.
So Angela tries to stay to just the outside of the bridge, and then I'll chuck it. You know, you use your double-sided to chuck and throw out, and tag team it together.
Yeah, I like scuba diving a lot more.
Yeah, and I've taken scuba diving classes, so I'll be certified real soon, hopefully.
I like magnet fishing if it's like not super hot outside and it's like the fall weather or something. But if it's like summertime, I'm always in the water because I cannot handle like staying on top of that bridge with the heat.
So were you scuba diving before you got into magnet fishing and all this? Is that something?
I was scuba diving mainly before all that. I had done magnet fishing once, but like the one time I did it, I just didn't really like it, so I just kind of put it away. But then I started noticing when I was diving, you know, there's areas of water that, you know, you can't necessarily dive in, like it's going to be way too dirty or way too murky. And then that's when I pulled out the magnet, because it's basically my last resort, which is cool. And like, you know, I found guns that way too. Like, you know, everyone wants to dump a gun in the dirty water and also clean water, but the dirty water, you're going to find it with the magnets. So that's the best part for sure.
Mr. Lodak would like to know, have any of you found a double-sided pleasure wand?
Jeff has.
What's that?
Oh.
What's that?
What?
A tickle stick, double-sided tickle stick.
What you found in that bag of dominoes, but double-sided?
Oh yeah.
Not magnetic.
Come on, get with the program, Jeff.
Sorry, I was just reading the comments in the pages.
He thought we had gotten out of the gutter already, but I guess not.
Mr. Lodak, sorry.
Tanya Squib, yeah. Britt, what do you like more, diving or metal detecting? You're pretty good with that too.
Oh yeah, I love metal detecting, but the only thing is with COVID recently happening, it's like harder and harder to knock on doors and stuff, and really get new permissions and stuff. So I go metal detecting sometimes, but I just really love scuba diving, honestly. Like it's like something new, and I always enjoy being in the water and hanging out with friends that way too. But I like both. I'd say I like scuba diving a little bit more right now, but that'll probably change. Like I'll probably do metal detecting for a little bit and then magnet fishing. It's always variety, which is good. I like to keep variety on the channel, which is nice. So everyone is happy with, you know, the videos and things like that. And I always get a variety of stuff I'm doing, which is cool. So
I promised Becky L. I'd ask this question. Do you guys ever hear back from the police if the weapons were involved in a crime?
No. That is an astounding no. Never. We get no updates, no nothing.
Jeff?
The only thing I've ever gotten back was from the Memphis police. They like called us to ask us a question, but then I called them back, and they actually called me back and asked like a question that I had already answered to them like 55 times and told them the same answer every time. And they called me back and basically asked the same question. And that was the only time I ever heard back from an officer. Never about any guns though that I could keep or anything. And I even got I really wish I got a case number for a shotgun that I found, and the officer said I could come get it in 30 days, but I lost the case number. So that would have probably been the only shotgun I could have gotten back or something. But some of the guns though have come up not registered, and like the cops will just let us keep them, which is cool.
And then Becky L also asks, what about metal detecting in the water?
Oh yeah, I love metal detecting in the water because it's kind of like combining both things. And really where I do like metal detecting in the water is like when I go down to the Florida Springs or go like into, you know, really like open areas like that where it's clear. When I'm in the river, I really don't necessarily like metal detecting in the river because it's so trashy and there's already so many cans and debris and stuff like that in there. Whereas like in clear water, you're more lucky to find like gold rings and you know, things that people have lost more so rather than trash in those areas.
Right. So Tuffy 11,000 wants to know, have you guys ever found another magnet?
I haven't. Have you, Jeff? Or no, actually, no. Yeah, I have. I found a magnet fishing magnet while I was scuba diving. That was pretty funny.
Same magnet that you yourself threw into the water?
No, it was a different one. But I've thrown plenty of magnets into the water, and I know where they are, but I'm probably never gonna go back and get them. And you guys were there when I threw in a magnet.
Yeah, just teasing you.
Yeah.
It was Jeff's magnet, actually.
I know. I bought him a new one.
Yeah. Actually, I gotta give you kudos. You bought Jeff that magnet, and then we lent you
the GoPro mount, and then I kept that. So
you instantly repaid us for it, man. So I really appreciate it. It's really cool.
Yeah, no problem. Of course, it's everybody works hard for their things to film, and everyone has their own equipment and stuff. So I always just feel bad because I'm like, I always end up taking something, and I'm just like, all right, I gotta pay you back for it.
You're doing things, and then by the time you're done, you're so tired. You're ready to you're ready to get back. You're ready to go home. So
yeah. And what's funny about it is, like, when you guys left, I think that was the day that I borrowed it. And when I got home, I looked down, and I had my dry suit on from diving that day, and I still had the chest mount on my dry suit. And it was all wet and gross and everything. And I was like, oh, I forgot to give this back to him.
You deserve kudos, man. We appreciate you replacing it.
Of course, no problem.
John Noblet wants to know, what's your favorite place to dive or hunt for things?
Favorite place? I don't know. I like the Florida Springs, and I like the river. I'd have to say the river is, closer to me, just because it's right outside my house. I can literally leave and go 30 minutes to the river and go scuba diving. So I'd say the river is the best thing I enjoy, because there's always variety. You never know what you're gonna find in the river, and we always end up finding something crazy, whether it be a bag of guns or something that might be of historical significance, like people would say. Obviously not in the national park areas, but other areas. I found outside of the recreation areas that they were talking about, I actually found an old handgun from the 1880s, and I got to keep that, which was super cool, and different things like that.
Cool.
Jeff,
I got a question for Depths of History from Magnetic Squatch.
Awesome.
He says, well, is it a question? No, I guess it's not a question. He's saying, we have an old wooden bridge that collapsed over a long time ago. Long time ago, near here. Would make for a great dive. It's close to what used to be an old naval base. But he doesn't say where.
Magnetic Squatch at?
I don't know.
Let us know. Yeah, let us know, Magnetic Squad.
He's up by the Detroit area.
It almost sounds like an invitation, but not to where. I mean,
I think he's up by Detroit.
Jacksonville, Florida. Oh, hey, well, I'm going to Florida the 8th through the 12th, so I may be able to make it out that way. I'm going, I don't know where we're going, though, so. My friend is actually driving us. I have no idea what's going on. I just know I'm going to Florida to film for a few days, which should be fun.
Cool. Outdoorsy gal. Oh, how are you tonight, Chrissy?
Now, let me ask. I know no one ever thinks you'll get as big as you did, or some takes longer than others, but how would you say YouTube has changed your life the most?
I'd say YouTube changed my life. It made me appreciate people a lot better, and it also made me appreciate the community that I'm involved in, because I feel like it brings everyone together. And it also, everyone's able to watch each other's, what everyone finds, and allows everybody to give feedback. And, I almost look at, the YouTube channel like a second family, because you're constantly replying to comments, talking to people and interacting with people. And that's the best part about it for me, is interacting, with the subscribers and stuff. But from a personal perspective, last year was the year where I, you know, I didn't really even make the decision to, you know, only do YouTube. I was kind of forced to do it after I was laid off from my job. I actually worked in a jewelry store, believe it or not, and I fixed watches, and I'd like work on mechanical watches and different things like that. And I was basically like a watchsmith for the jewelry store, and worked there for a while, was making some videos, not too many. And then I got laid off when COVID hit in February. And right when that happened, basically brought me down, and I was like, I've got to make YouTube work. Otherwise I'm not gonna be able to do anything anymore. So I was going to school at the time, and I really wanted to make YouTube work. I didn't want to search for another job, because at that point, I just really wanted to put all my energy and efforts in YouTube. And through everybody sharing and you know, pairing up with different people, you know, meeting Jeff, met Jeff through that whole process, and met Nug, Jeremy, a bunch of different people. It's been an amazing community to be a part of. And that's the main reason why I love it, is because of the community of people, for sure.
Yeah, I met Britton.
What?
He's frozen.
Hello, Jeff.
Well, when he gets back, he can answer that. But nonetheless, yeah, the community's awesome, and I have to agree with Becky L. I watch YouTube and pretty much nothing else. Whatever I want to watch, or history I want to learn, whatever I want to learn, it's on YouTube. Why go anywhere else?
Ed, did I tell you I cut the cable again last month?
Cut the cable?
Is YouTube.
Right.
I found some cool channels that have a lot of the movies that I love to watch.
Oh yeah,
you know, like 50s and 60s sci-fi and horror flicks and stuff. You know, Basil Rathbone and Sherlock Holmes. I love those movies.
Britt,
yes.
The Magnetic Squatch says, depths of history. The bridge is in Green Cove Springs. Look up the Wooden Shans Bridge.
Wooden Shins Bridge. I'll have to look that up for sure. Wooden Shins Bridge. Huh.
And then, just not listening, but Small Town Adventure says, outdoor influencer, I will kiss the like button for a magnet.
Wow. Jeff, you hear that?
He's muted.
Yeah, I can't hear you talking, Jeff. Press the audio button.
Unmute. There you go.
There you go.
I got disconnected.
Welcome back, Jeff.
Yeah, what were you saying about the community?
You just said you got out about half of Britain, and then you froze.
I was saying I met Britton last year in Arkansas. We've been friends since then.
Yeah.
Videos and stuff.
Yeah, we met through a mutual individual.
Yeah, we were filming with this other channel that we no longer film with no more.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
All right, guys, spill the beans.
Probably not a good idea.
Yeah,
we don't mind a little dirt, just not a bunch of drama. Let me get.
It's more like a lot of drama.
Yeah.
It was over something. It was over something really stupid.
Really stupid.
Really big, and yeah.
I think the Treasure Vixens also no longer film with that channel.
I mean, speaks volumes.
Yeah, because we filmed with them, and it was in Arkansas. We were filming together, and it was like a 10 days of filming with each other in Arkansas, and just people got jealous and stuff. And
no, it was more than that, man. It was just a whole lot of
I felt bad for Britain because everybody was pretty much picking on Britain. you know. And
Yeah.
so I chose Britain's side because
Yeah, I even left from them on the trip for like a day and a half just to do my own thing.
Yeah, they were treating Britain like crap, and
yeah, exactly.
I felt bad for him and everything, and so I no longer film with them that channel and decided to film with Britain.
Jeff, or outdoor influencer Nancy Bliss says, "Can we please see the magnet?"
Oh yeah, I'll show it. There's the box. Like I said, it's the little
Willie, you don't mean Outdoor Weekly, do you? Personally, that's who first came to mind.
That's crazy how that first came to mind, because I mean, jeez.
Here's the magnet if you wanted to see it up close.
Here, let me pin you, Jeff.
Oh, what up, Kevin?
Up a little higher. There you go.
That's a sign.
Oh, they can't see you now, Rose.
Oh yeah, that was my bad. Oh, drop it down a little bit. Yep, a little bit lower.
Right there. Right there.
There you go. That's a good looking magnet, guys.
Heck
yeah,
yeah.
It's actually owned by one reason I chose this company was because they're not really big, they're kind of new. And I actually talked to the owner himself, and he seemed like a really nice guy. So I decided to go with this company. Now, I've never had a magnet fishing sponsor before, so. But they're supposed to hook me up with some bigger magnets because I told them I don't usually use small magnets.
Yeah, so the newer, they do offer stronger magnets.
Not right now, but they're getting one specially made for me.
Oh, cool.
But
signature magnet. Ooh.
Right now, all they have right now is 550-pound magnet. They said that's all they can afford right now.
Yeah,
like I said, they're new.
Newer companies start off with great starter kits, and as they start to get more business, they'll start upgrading their magnets. So don't
I think this magnet and this whole kit's like $35 on Amazon.
That's an incredible price. That's a great startup.
That's a great price.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's 550 pounds. And it comes with a scraper, gloves, and a rope. I mean, you can't really, I don't think you can get a magnet with the whole kit like that for $35.
No, I can't think.
I think Brute sells theirs for like $50, $40. I don't know.
Closer to 80, maybe.
Yeah.
And when I first started out, I tried to reach out to Brute, but they never emailed me back. So I never got sponsored by Brute.
We got some contact, we got some love with them, but we were never officially sponsored either. Which is why we've reached out to multiple magnet companies. We're gonna try a couple. We've got Magnetar and the Magnet Company. We're just gonna go crazy with it, guys.
Yeah, Adventures with Purpose even has their own magnet line. I just got their magnet. It's really good. I got a 1,500-pound double-sided. Me and Jeremy did. And like grappling hook and rope and everything. It's really good.
I'll have to probably purchase one from Jared. I really like those guys.
Oh yeah, they're great.
I had the pleasure of being with them a few times in person.
Oh yeah.
So I got a question here from our favorite Barb Longendecker. Wants to know what is the best treasure you ever found? The best?
That goes for like the best find. I think didn't I say that?
Yeah, we already went over that.
Okay.
Well,
You'll have to watch later, Barb, and get that answer. No, if you don't mind spitting it out one more time.
Yeah. It was a 1600 Stuart crystal button that Charles II gave to his supporters.
And Jeff, what's your best find?
It's probably the sword. You know, the sword from the 1841 or 43, I believe.
Barb, you missed it, and I forgot it.
What is a bucket list find? What is the find you want? What is the thing that you have not been able to find, but you want to find it and show it to everybody?
Oh, I want to find a sniper rifle.
Ooh.
Yeah, in the river. But like, if I'm metal detecting, I want to find a either a gold coin or a Civil War Confederate belt buckle. I found plenty of Union ones, but no Confederate ones.
Yeah, here's that sword I found. So, but
You
yeah,
didn't
it's
find that sword, did you?
1840 Spain.
That's when you were fairly
Yeah, this is my
young
first,
channel too.
yeah, this
No
is when
way.
I first started YouTube, and one of the very first bridges I ever went to.
No
Yeah,
way.
I don't know if you can see the date on it, but 1840.
Wow.
Heck yeah.
So Jeff, what is your bucket list find? What is the one thing that you want to find that you haven't found yet?
Man, that's a good question.
And it doesn't even have to be magnet fishing. It could be metal detecting, gold panning, whatever you want, you know.
Walking down the street.
I mean, I'd like to find some Civil War stuff, metal detecting. And I went to a Civil War battlefield with Britain and Noggin, and everybody found about 50 bullets and a bunch of stuff. And all I found was junk.
Like, that's a belt plate that I found.
I was blaming it on my metal detector, so Noggin let me use his metal detector, and I still found
still nothing.
While I was trying to look for stuff, everybody was finding bullets beside me. But yeah,
See, like, this is like,
Britain found a belt buckle.
yeah, I found a belt buckle there that day.
Cool.
A heart belt buckle too.
Nice. Let me say hello to J&M Muddy Magneteers. Hi, just got to see you live. Well, welcome.
Yeah,
Welcome. Hey, Damon, West Coast Gold Prospecting. Good to see ya. And Smith's Gold came in. New video tomorrow for Smith's Gold.
Cool.
Two Toes, if you're lurking and eating dinner, hey.
Hey, Two Toes.
You never know. He lurks a lot.
Right.
We've been warned about that.
All our other lurkers, hello. Well,
we love our lurkers too.
Lurkers.
Don't forget to hit that like button.
But
share.
eventually I wanted, because like I said, I'm doing scuba diving now. So eventually I want to start looking for cars and stuff. That's on my bucket list. So I've been kind of inspired by Britain, probably finding cars and stuff like he does. So I want to kind of do the same thing.
So, I guess, Jeff, you're going to be moving into this. So this is more of a little bit of a question for Britt, and if this is too much to answer, that's fine. But what is it like knowing that you could very well stumble across a dead body? Do you have to psych yourself up for that? Do you have to, do you have to mentally prepare yourself for that? Are you expecting it? Is it easier when it happens? I mean, what goes through your head?
I try to expect it like almost every time I go out diving, because like, it's one of these days that we're going to solve some case or find something that is related to a case like that. So I think with all the guns I found, like everything I've recovered, I think I'd honestly, it would probably, cause me to be in shock. But at the same time, I feel like I'd have to, get my emotions together and kind of, take a couple deep breaths and be real serious about it, because I'd be really happy that we found them, that we could get that resolution and that closure for that specific family. I've never ran into that situation myself, but if I ever did run into a situation like that, I'd try to treat it the way Jared told me, which was he told me, like they mentioned in the beginning of their videos, they use laughing as a coping mechanism in several parts of their videos, because sometimes it gets too much to where your emotions can almost, over affect you. And they really do a great job of portraying that through their videos. So I think that's one of the main important things for sure, for me anyways, is to, stay humble and obviously, keep in mind the family, that as they're going through this as well, because I'm sure, it's just a lot for everybody. I honestly don't personally know how I'd handle that situation, because I don't think I would know until I'm in that situation.
So do you find yourself mentally preparing yourself, like kind of building yourself up now more and more as you go out to try to prepare yourself for that situation?
I think the Tennessee trip, when I was there, when I was like helping and diving and stuff like that, kind of taught me to be prepared in advance, if something were to happen, or if some case like that were to happen. And I think I've already, I don't think necessarily I am 100% prepared for that to happen, but I'd say that I'm definitely more prepared after having that experience with Jared and, knowing what techniques to do and everything like that. Yeah. I'd say I'd feel 100% more prepared with his, direction.
I'm glad that you have a mentor to kind of go off of.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's definitely for sure. It's like, it's ridiculous, because it's like, there's so many cold cases out there, so many people that haven't been found, and there's only a few, divers that actually do this, in order to find those people, in order to solve those cases. So I have a lot of respect for Jared, and I've learned a lot from him, for sure.
I have much respect for Jared. He's made a big movement. There's a question from Illuminous Grin. Brenton, were you there when they found Bill Simmons?
I was not, no. In fact, Nug and I actually left about an hour earlier prior to them finding him.
Yeah, I wasn't there either.
But I wish I could have, been there to help out in any way that I could. But it was one of those things where, we just had to leave in that instance. And I think Jeremy had to get home with his family and everything. So it's one of those things for sure, because he brought his whole family along on that trip. So there's definitely a lot with the kids and everything like that. They probably wouldn't have wanted to been around for that.
Right.
So.
All right. I have a question from LM. They just tried magnet fishing for the first time today and only caught a couple of rocks. I asked earlier, where should newbies start?
Wherever there's water at.
Wherever there's a bridge near a main road, usually is good. Wherever there's a bridge that leads out of town, or a bridge that
a low flowing current place too.
Yeah, canals are good.
Boat docks.
Don't go to the canals though, because Jeff and I are trying to go to the canals.
We have the Miami Erie Canal go right through our town. I've been thinking about hitting along that a bit.
Oh yeah.
Don't get discouraged, because you go out one day, you hit one bridge, you don't find anything. Don't stop.
That's how it goes. I know on YouTube it looks like we
Yeah, it looks like we all find it at once.
Yeah, we go to bridge after bridge, and
right.
We can go to 5 bridges in one day before we finally hit a bridge that has stuff in it.
I think I'm glad you said that, Jeff, because the Vixens have gone 2 or 3 days of hitting bridges after bridges after bridges and never finding anything. I think it's safe to assume, though, a boat dock is probably a really great way to, at least find some hooks and maybe a fishing pole and some tools. So when we're
a lot of stuff.
Yeah, when we're feeling a little desperate, we head to a boat dock, and a boat dock that's in use. So if it's the winter time and everything's been sitting for a while, all of the treasures sink in that mud and that debris. So places that they're fishing year round is a great place to start. And then really just moving out and trying the next bridge, which you can use Google Maps. I don't know if you guys do or not, but Google Maps, you just look for water, find the water on the Google Maps, and then start looking for roads that cross over the water. So a bridge, but use your Google Maps to find the water, and then follow that water to where a road crosses over it, and hopefully you can find it. And the larger bodies of water have a tendency to pay off versus those tiny little creeks. So you want to try to find a bigger body of water, a bigger creek or a river to check out.
Yeah, there's a website called
Yeah, don't-
Finder.
Yeah.
You can nail every bridge pretty much in every county and every state where you live at too. And that shows just
Yeah,
about every
don't
bridge.
go to sandy bridges. Don't waste your time.
Yeah, sandy and like real creek bottom bridges. If it's real rocky, more likely the currents probably washed it downstream.
No, rocky places are where I found the
I
most.
mean, rocky's okay, but if it's flat rocky, it's gonna wash it away.
Yeah.
Just
LM is from Massachusetts, so that's
Oh.
probably a good spot, I
Yeah.
would think. Whole history.
When I was in Mass in Lowell visiting Ian when we went to Vermont that time, I had my magnet and I'm like wanted to hunt the canals there, and I never did. Poor Ian.
Yeah, that's fun.
I slept most of the visit there. It was a 15-hour drive. I slept most of my visit, then drove up to Vermont. Sorry, son.
so
You're welcome, and I hope you feel better. We weren't really ignoring you. It's
yeah,
just you need to be on this side watching what we're seeing. We're
Yeah.
lucky to get questions. I mean, we're lucky we catch them.
It's good to tag one of us, you know.
Rose Briggs, tag Flash in Your Pan, Toledo. Well, wait, what are you using right now, Jess? ToledoJess. Yeah.
Or Dano.
Or yeah, Dano. Tagging the name in there helps. And I mean, I say Treasure Vixens, but I'm actually Rose Briggs, if that helps anybody.
Yeah, Treasure Vixens here, but not in the Zoom.
Yeah.
I saw Angela here earlier.
Yeah, she was here.
She tagged you this time. There you go. Or LM. Don't know if he or she.
Britt, the magnetic squatch has another question for you.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
What
we
is-
are, Jake.
Oh, what is-
Sorry.
That's all right. What is your scariest encounter with underwater creatures?
Ooh, so there's a species of fish in the specific river that I dive in that's like really rare to find. Like they're an endangered species in the river specifically. They're called sturgeon, and they're like fish that are like 7 feet long. Like these things get like massive. They're huge fish. And I was underwater and I saw one, and like its big old yellow eye like looked at me, and then it swam away, and its fin actually hit me in the face. So that was kind of ridiculous. That was definitely probably the
slapped by a
scariest
sturgeon.
experience.
Historic.
There's sturgeon as big as boats up in the Columbia River back home.
We are here in Ohio too, in Lake Erie,
Oh, yeah.
in the river, in Maumee River. There's some big.
I've seen some big crocodile gar on the
Oh, yeah.
on the Maumee River.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have gar. Oh, absolutely.
Hey, run for the hills. How you doing, Ronald? I love that Rose. I was just showing his logo a minute ago too.
I like the stickers, guys. I like the stickers, how we can take them and and this is a Ron F idea, or that's who I got it from at least, but you can give shout outs by flashing the stickers.
That's right.
You know, you can just show them off and let everybody see it.
I agree with you,
Flash
Tanya.
Sam.
Tanya says, hey, Rose, what is your favorite find? You girls are so much fun to watch.
Oh, Tanya, thank you. I would say my most favorite ever, I think Angela found it, I think, and which was a giant wagon wheel. I just couldn't believe we pulled that out of the water.
What about the coffin?
You know, we didn't get to make it that close to it. We didn't, I think Jeff walked up to it, but that was just holding a camera up and showing it. But as for a cool find, a wagon wheel, you know, that's and a wagon wheel in Illinois, you know, in the middle of like BFE Illinois. That's what had me. That's what had me going.
Jesse found a magnet once.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Magnetic
I mean a wagon wheel, not a magnet, wagon wheel.
Magnet, or yeah.
Duh. Sorry, I had a blonde moment. Slipped through my ginger. Slipped through my ginger. Sorry about that.
Magnetic Squatch says Rose Briggs would love to get you some of my stickers.
Yeah, I was just.
Well, Magnetic Squatch, here's what you do. You
send 6 to either their PO or my PO.
Yeah, well, no, send it to the Treasure Vixens because they'll get it faster than we do. We have our PO box listed on YouTube, so you can send them to the PO box. We'll do a trade, but send 5 because I do want to get Ed, Dano, and Jess a sticker as well, and then the Vixens will send them back as well. We'll do a trade.
Did you hear what Mr. Lodak said, Rose? It's a 6 rule now.
Oh,
Rule.
My apologies, Mr. Lodak.
The world's greatest moderator.
Yeah, you deserve him. You deserve him, Mr. Lodak. But yeah, feel free to send them to the PO box, and we'll do a trade. And then I'll get the stickers to them way faster than Ed will get the stickers to us.
That's probably true. Yes. I'll have a package for you two in June.
Yeah, right. It's when we meet up, we trade off. But I'll mail them, and then when I meet up with Ed, I'll get Mr. Lodak's sticker.
You know, a lot of times it's work, and then it's off to bed I go.
And you know what? We don't blame you one single bit, man. It is a lot of
I tell Ed, just wait till I see you. We'll get them then. I mean, you know.
It gives us a reason to see each other more.
There you
You
go.
know, that's how I look at it. It gives us a reason to try to find each other. Night, Ruby.
Night.
Good night, Ruby. Sleep well.
Night, Ruby.
Night.
Good night, Ruby.
With the Waltons.
Well,
I usually turn the camera off and my sound off, but didn't have time. You go on to bed. LM, you're right. This is why we like doing this live, because we can do that. We can talk to people and you know, get new questions from people, because I always ask the same questions, and frankly, I get pretty bored of myself. So it's you know, it's really cool when we get new people like you to come in and ask different questions. We love it. So welcome.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, you asked. Typically, I see questions from regulars more often because I recognize the names. So those names that are going by, I see them, and my eyeball turns to them. And the more you chat, the more we'll recognize the questions, or just tag us.
So you went from nobody paying attention to you to you getting all the attention. How do you feel now?
All right, guys.
Yeah, we don't deliberately try to ignore anyone. It's
for sure.
I'm just thankful there's 3 others with 2 eyes on the chat.
Yeah, for
let
sure.
alone just my 2.
And then, yeah, sometimes you get so wrapped up in the conversation. You're so excited about what you're hearing. There are times where I'm not even looking at the chat. I'm not. I try to, but you get so excited about it.
I have to admit, at the beginning of the show, when I was watching the replays I recorded of that incident during your live stream, I was too busy laughing to look at the chat. So.
And you know what? Sometimes I go back the next day simply just to watch the chat and see what I missed in the chat.
Oh, I do that all the time, Jesse.
Yeah.
I think anyone that does live streaming should.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
All right, guys.
Yep.
I like to do wild,
I guess.
outlandish questions here. So, okay, here's the scenario. You have no financial restrictions whatsoever. You've got all the money in the world, okay? Where are you going to treasure hunt? And you 2 places. You get 2 picks. Where are you going? Top of the list. Anywhere in the world. Where are you guys going?
I go probably Vietnam.
Why there?
Because they had the Vietnam War they had there. They have a lot of lost souvenirs in the rivers and stuff there.
I think this is a great answer.
I think, and even I would probably like I wouldn't mind doing like Mexico because I imagine there's a lot of cartel weapons, but
Sure,
I'm a
yeah.
little too scared to actually do it there. Vietnam, I'd probably be okay, but yeah, Vietnam definitely is on my list of places to go.
Oh, I think
maybe we
it'd
can
be
find my lighter.
cool. There you go. You lost your lighter in the bush, Jesse?
Well, not in the bush and on
Fall
the
out
beach.
of a helicopter? Oh no, on the beach?
Yeah, I was stationed on a beach.
Oh, okay. Um,
And my second place would probably be like Germany and the Poland area where they had the
World War II.
II stuff happening, all that. So that would probably be my second, but I'm really surprised nobody's done it in Vietnam yet. If I can ever get enough money saved up, I wouldn't mind actually going there for a couple weeks and filming.
I'll go with you, Jeff.
Yeah, so
Luminous
Britain's
Grin
talking about it. It's probably going to happen now.
Luminous Grin says he's been there 4 times. So, but he's going to take a magnet with him next time.
there you go.
Mark my words, Jeff. I bet you by the end of this year we will have gone to Vietnam somehow.
Mark his words. Put it down. Say it, write it, do it.
Really,
So you'll have to take me with you so I can help you locate my lighter.
yeah. Outdoor influencer goes to a local creek with a heavy magnet and pulls out a tank in Germany.
Yeah, right. Oh my
Hey,
god.
we're laughing about it, but yeah, those guys out there in Germany, those magnet fishermen, they find
Oh,
They
all
find lots
kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be quite the adventure, let me tell you.
Is
Oh,
it
yeah.
safe? And is it safe in Vietnam for Americans?
That's a great question.
Is it what?
Is it safe for Americans in Vietnam?
They actually do tours there now. It's as far as I know, it's been safe. Dennis Hendricks says, or was it Dennis? Yeah, he's been there 3 times.
Right.
Luminous Grin's been there 4 times, and they do tours. In fact, there are tours for Vietnam veterans that want to go back to see where they were at. What it looks like, it's pretty different from what I hear.
We should tour Jeff and go magnet fish.
Yep, Vietnam was a beautiful country. I mean, country was gorgeous. There were just beautiful jungles, mountains, beaches. It sucked that I was there during a conflict.
Yeah.
I
So I think it's-
believe it.
You know, I was on the beach, you know, working on my helicopter. So
I was
that's why I lost my lighter outside my hooch.
All right, depths of history, Britt. What about you? Where are your bucket list locations?
I would say for metal detecting, I'd like to go to England. I've already been there before and I've already metal detected there, but there's something about finding like, Roman coins is super old, like coins from
Don't you have a
before
Roman
Jesus
coin?
Christ walked.
Can you show them your necklace?
Oh yeah, it's my neck. Oh, it's over here. Hold on. Let me get it.
He's got a 2,000-year-old Roman coin.
Oh, nice. Here,
Yeah, this
we'll
is
pin
the
you
one I
up
found
for
in-
that treasure
Yeah,
porn.
right up close. Yeah, real. Oh wow. That is
Nice.
nice.
so
Yeah,
it's
that is
like-
really cool.
There we go, right there. And then the other side's hammer. It's a hammered.
Wow.
Nice hammer. Yeah.
Top of it's really pronounced. You can really see that.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
it's a
How
beautiful,
old is
beautiful.
it, Britton? How old is it?
It's from like the like I think it was like 690.
Wow.
Wow.
So it's like really, really, really old.
Okay, number 2.
Number 2 would be Man, I would like to go to Germany and do the. I want to go with this guy named World War II metal detecting on YouTube. He finds like all these guns and all these ammo boxes.
I watch him.
Yeah, he doesn't even like really talk throughout his videos. It's kind of just silent, but it goes through all like the history of like the area that he's searching, and he does a really good job with his
He's
videos.
a big channel.
I think
Yeah.
it was him who was in a swamp and they were pulling out guns just one after
Left
another
and right.
and
Yeah.
helmets and all
Oh, yeah.
kinds of stuff. It's like
Like
holy
badges
Jesus,
and-
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when they were taking off, they would throw everything in the water, and because rather than try, they didn't want anybody to get it, so and they didn't want to carry it back. I mean, that's what we did when we left Vietnam. We dumped all the helicopters and equipment over to the sides of ships and stuff to make room for people. But yeah, they just toss it, So I imagine you do find stuff like that in Germany too. And I've seen some of those videos where these guys are pulling up guns, machine guns, parts, grenades, all kinds of different stuff. That would be fun. Scary, but fun.
Scary but fun, exactly. Yep.
So Ed and Jeff, outdoor influencer, we just hit the 2-hour mark.
Ooh.
How's Nightbot feeling?
Nightbot's itchy, I think.
What are you planning to do, outdoor influencer? Tell them one more time.
I'm gonna post you for this, Jeff. So
The magnet.
Oh, the magnet? We're gonna get it away.
Yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock, man. Time flies.
Yeah.
It's only 8:50 here.
Yeah, well, we're
What-
on the East Coast.
What's
Yeah,
the-
exactly.
what's
All of us are.
again? The name of the company?
Oh, it's by Centron Magnets. Like I said, they're a brand new company. Maybe a couple months old, 3 or 4 months maybe.
Yep. It's
But
a
they're based out of California.
great starter kit, guys. This is the starter kit that you want. It's got everything you need in it.
All right, so all of you, if you're not new or if you're new here, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to yap up a storm. So you better start getting those fingers busy if you want a chance to win,
Cut it
because
up.
we'll be counting her down.
You guys can tell us what some of your favorite finds are from outdoor influencer and depths of history. What are your favorite?
Yeah, favorite video or favorite find of theirs.
Yep.
No numbers, Chrissy. I mean, Outdoorsy Gallo. Oh, Ronald.
Dead goats.
Are we eligible?
You guys are, but I can't. It won't pick me.
Yeah, and you can count the vixens out. I don't want to steal a magnet.
You said the dead goats. That was a good episode.
Dead goat. That was with Jeremy, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, we found them all thrown over a bridge.
I knew
they
right
called-
off the bat.
The whole police department showed up.
Sacrifice. Yeah, a lot of them showed up.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was like 15 police officers.
David Villa, I hope you win. I hope you get it.
David Villa.
Well, Robin, I hope you're enjoying their videos.
Yeah, tell Robin thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robin.
Best find was the crab trap with the crab in it.
Yeah, and Robin, don't forget to check ours out too,
Spike Littlejohn of Frugal Fixer Spike, 1,100-pound magnet, a good starter kit.
Geez, that's Spike.
Yeah, that's a good clip too.
Is that a Grey's Anatomy a reference? So pick me. Pick me.
All
Thanks, Bobby.
right.
Appreciate it.
Question: You ever done any wells or any old wells?
Yeah, I've done a couple of them,
Yeah.
and I mean they're okay. I mean I got a lot of views, but they're kind of boring because you only find like 2 or 3 things. The last one I made got like 400 dislikes on it, so I don't film them no more.
Well, you got 400 dislikes, so that's 200 likes.
well,
It's
that's-
all interaction, so.
Don't do no more of those.
Exactly. That's the way to look at it.
All right, now I need someone count me down.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
1.
okay.
1.
0.
And the winner is, come on, Nightbot.
B.
DB.
DB.
Awesome. DB's been watching me since last year. That's
DB,
awesome.
are you still in the house?
She's there.
Say something, DB.
Oh yeah,
Say
DB.
something.
DB's been subscribed to me too.
Yeah, she's been subscribed to me since
There you go.
started YouTube. Actually, that's really cool.
There
Awesome.
they
You
are.
Congratulations, baby.
All right. Please
Congratulations,
email
DB.
me at flashingyourpan@gmail.com and I'll get that information sent over to Outdoor Influencer.
Yeah, I'll send this to you, DB, and
Feels good.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations, everybody. Give DB a big round of applause. Oh,
Do the hand.
yeah, do the hand.
yeah, okay. I'll give you a super chat, Nuke super chat.
Oh, sounds like you got to do a winner one.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I'll have to make a new one. Oh, yeah, winner chicken dinner.
Gotta love it.
DB, do you own a magnet? Is this your first magnet? Are you gonna get to try it out for the first time? Oh, we said
Give it to our grandkids.
son. Cool, cool.
Awesome.
That's gonna be so cool. He'll love it.
Lee, how are you and welcome?
Now all he has to get a GoPro
Where
chest
is
mount.
DB from? Where are you from, DB?
Yeah, go DB.
No, sweaty, I've never had one. No, sweetie, I've never had one. Sweaty, oh brother. Don't sweat the petty, pet the sweaty.
Congratulations. I hope you guys get to do it together. I hope you guys go out together and try it.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, super
I
cool.
hope you and your grandson likes this magnet, DB.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, and see, DB's actually changed her channel name. It used to be DB. And
Letters, yeah.
I didn't realize. she
Yeah,
changed it.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I was going through some old videos from back in 2019, and she's been following me since then. So I'm really happy that that she won. I mean, I was probably, my channel was probably less than a year old when she subscribed to me. So that's really cool.
Cool.
Oh, she's up in the mitten of Michigan. We're right below you, us in Ohio.
DB, are you a girl?
Well, yeah, good question, I guess.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a girl. I hope so.
So Magnetic Squatch has asked this a couple of times if we would mention the Detroit cleanup.
Yeah, I think the Vixens are going to go out to that.
Yeah, I think maybe
What's the Detroit
we
cleanup?
should go up too if it don't conflict
Sounds like
with
something I should be part of.
one
What
of
is
our thingies, Chelsea, Dana.
Magnetic Squatch, get a hold of Ed and give him the information, and we'll see if we can make it happen for us.
Yeah, Ed, actually, after you talked about it, I hit up Snorkel Pirate and got some info too. So I've got it if you guys want it.
Okay,
What's-
but
what's
maybe
the
we could
Detroit
get him
cleanup?
on the end of April if that's not too late for Open Line Tuesday. He could actually call in.
I think it's April 21st.
Oh, well. then-
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on the 21st.
What's the Detroit
Yeah.
cleanup? What is it?
It's just a cumulative cleanup, and actually, it's happening across the nation and the world. On either April 20th or 21st, they're doing large cleanups on the river. So whether it's mudlarking and cleaning up, magnet fishing and cleaning up, it's a cumulative cleanup effort that they're doing. Everybody's doing together. So other channels are hosting it in their area as well. And there's some places in the UK that are doing it on the 20th, I think. And then I'm pretty sure that in Detroit, it's the 21st.
Oh, we got some rivers here in Ohio could use a good cleanup.
Right. Yeah. It's just a big old effort from what I'm gathering. Digging with Deej would like to ask Britt, do you have a sponsor? And if not, who would you like to be sponsored by?
Sponsor for like magnets or metal detecting or
Sure, any of the above.
I'm currently sponsored by Technetics metal detectors. And they've sponsored me for this year. And then I'm not really sponsored by anybody else. And really the reason for that is I mainly just like kind of do my own thing with most of the stuff, unless there's an offer that, you know, I'd really like to take up. But most of the time I'm just kind of using stuff like I use my Technetics metal detectors. I promote them. They've taken really good care of me when it comes to that type of stuff. But really, you know, the companies that, you know, put forth, you know, good offers and good opportunities and things like that are the companies I've tend to want to work more with. But I've really just enjoyed, you know, getting stuff through the mail and like using it like gloves or, you know, different things like that people send. Which is super fun.
I'm
But
gonna set up a PO box so I can get gifts and stuff.
yeah, I want to set up one too for
I need to
sure.
get one set up. Somebody sent me $100 once,
Man,
but I gave them. They said they'll send me some money if I would send them a fine. I ended up sending them I sent them something in the mail. It ended up costing like $89 for me. They paid me $100.
So I guess Magnetic Squatch also says, is talking to you, Rose, that they got enough donation. They raised enough to donate 20 magnets to kids that day.
Cool.
that's awesome.
That's
Awesome,
great.
awesome.
Yeah, 20 magnet fishing kits. Sam Wink, Jeff asks, what's the best magnet? What's the best magnet and magnet size?
Well, most of all the magnets from no matter what company you buy them from, they all come from the same factory in China. They just come, they ship them from the United States, and everybody sells them under different names pretty much.
Definitely.
The best size would probably, if you're going to do a single-sided magnet, I would probably go with 1200.
Yeah, 1,200 pound is perfect.
And then if you're going to use a double-sided, I'd probably go with a 2,000 pound double-sided magnet. That's 1,000 pounds on each side. It weighs maybe 2 or 3 pounds, maybe, but it's a good magnet to use. I would say that's probably like the perfect size. It's not too heavy and not too light.
Guys, I'm sorry. I would say for a girl, if you're going to do I'm sorry. For somebody who may have back problems, shoulder problems, gigantic boob problems, the 1,200 pound really does, the 1,200 pound double-sided really does give you a lot of bang for your buck. So you could even go smaller than that if you wanted to, but that's up to you guys.
If you go too small, you're not going to find a whole lot of stuff, and a lot of heavy stuff going to be going over. You're not going to be picking it up. So, and I feel like because when you're throwing a magnet out, you're only covering like 5 inches of the actual surface. So, and once you throw that out about 20, 30 times, you'll start feeling it on your back. You'll realize you don't want a big heavy magnet.
At least not at first, right? At first, you get used to it.
First, yeah.
You know, then you can build up to a bigger magnet once you feel that this is like too light for you.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
they will always start off heavy at first because you're just learning to throw them and getting used to doing it. Your muscles are learning and you.
Yeah, Jeff lost a dock buster when we were in where were we? Nebraska.
No,
It wasn't a knockbuster. It was a regular 2,000 pound magnet.
Yeah, Brett, you lost the Dockbuster, sir.
Yeah, I did lose the Dockbuster, but Jeff lost the magnet too.
Well, yeah, we went to this one place in Nebraska, the magnet fish, and there was thousands of cars all over the banks. And let's see if I can find a picture of it. But yeah, I think I got my magnet stuck under a car.
That's yeah, it's legit. And magnets get stuck, guys. I mean,
Yeah.
So both Willie and Becky L asked very similar questions, which is, do you have to have a license to magnet fish? I think first of all, you don't have a license.
That require it.
Some states totally outlaw it, but I don't think you have to have a license anywhere.
In South Carolina, you have to have a special license. It's like a salvager.
Yeah.
A salvage license. It's only like $15. And that's only if you get a cop that's having a bad day. And if the cop wants to arrest you for that because you're not using a license, which is, I think is kind of wrong.
Probably more of a ticket than anything.
But yeah,
even getting a ticket, that's kind of stupid.
It would really suck to get like $100 ticket for picking up trash.
Right. And which will probably get thrown out by the judge.
Yeah, I'd probably film it too.
Yeah. I think South Carolina is the only place. And then in like Missouri, I don't know how other states are, but if you want to, you can magnet fish a state park, but you can only do it between a certain months, and you have to apply for a permit before you can magnet fish it.
So small town adventures, this may not be a right question for you guys, but I thought about this watching the 17 cars being pulled out.
And
is there a reason? Well, I don't know if it's not really a question, it's more of a comment, but I had the same idea when they were pulling them cars out. Why don't they use a magnet? Electromagnet like they do at the junkyards when they pick up cars.
Well, there's divers in the water, and electric and water don't mix well.
Yeah, that'd fry all the fish.
A lot of them are using electric ones in the water, and they're not really hurting anything. It's because, if you look, a car that's been in the water for a long time, it's gonna fall apart.
Right.
So when you pick it up with the magnet, it's gonna just fall off the magnet.
And you would have to have a big boat come in to an area just to load it up.
Yeah. Okay. I was just, watching those videos, those live streams and all, and I'm watching them towing that out, and I'm going, man, get one of them cranes from the junkyard with the electronic, electromagnets on it, and just snatch them out of the water.
Yeah, you would have to get a really strong magnet. I mean, you'd have to get something like 30, maybe 100, over 100,000 pound magnet.
Well, that's what they use, those magnets for picking up cars in the junkyard.
Yeah.
I think the biggest problem would be your boom length.
Yeah. And there's so much algae and stuff. You have to get a really good suction.
Right.
And with not being able to see the car under the water, you would be smashing it with the magnet, possibly damaging it and creating more of an issue.
Yeah.
Because you bust a gas tank open and there's 100 gallons or 20, 30 gallons of gas in that car, it's gonna kill a whole bunch of fish.
Don't want to do that. We want to.
No.
We want to help fish habitat.
You want to get it out. That was, I'm sure they've had those ideas popped up before.
Yeah. Well, if I ever got rich or something, that's what I would do. I would get a big barge or something, big magnet and stuff.
Oh yeah.
All right, Ron. The street lights are on. Time to go in. Take it easy.
Good night, Ron. We'll be seeing you at Flash Bash.
Yep. Oh, Terry Marshall, how you doing? You're up kind of late.
Friends from down under. Late.
Yeah, I wish I could have came to Flash Bash. I like to do a gold hunting video on my channel. Well, I might be expanding the way I film my channels. I'm thinking about, because since I'm not working and everything, since I got fired, I have all this free time, and I ought to do a lot more. I ought to add a lot more stuff to my channel. you know?
Yeah, man.
Like, I've actually I thought about doing a lot more mudlarking because where I live out in the Mississippi River, there's nothing but junk everywhere. And I could probably make a lot of videos mudlarking and digging and stuff. And there's a lot of nobody's doing bottle hunting around here. And I know where huge bottle dumps are. Like I know where this one bottle dump is in Illinois that has they've been dumping there since the 1800s, they said.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, it's real hard to get to, but I was bow fishing, I was walking to it, and you're walking on thousands of bottles before you even get to the place. Like I even told bottle diggers about it, but they're like, oh, I don't believe you, you know, there's no place. Well, like you can find any type of bottle there you want. Like there's green ones, blue ones, red ones, just all the bottles. And it's an old place. I mean, it's an old city. I mean, the city has been there probably since the late 1700s. It's as old as St. Louis. So there's probably 200-year-old bottles sitting there.
That would be fun to do.
All different kinds of bottles. It used to, but they dug a big old hole out. And they put them in. They quit putting the bottles in there in the 1950s, is what I told. And they just kind of forgot about it. And now it's just a big flood area where they flood out water into it. Like a lot of times during the spring, you can't get to it because it's all underwater. But when the summer comes, it all dries out and it's nothing but bottles everywhere.
Wow.
And there's lots of snakes. Like that's the main thing you gotta pay attention when you're walking to it because there's snakes everywhere.
Dang.
Oh man, time flies.
But like magnetic squash, I like to go magnet fishing with him.
Yeah.
I like to go down there, baby. But we have Maine Britain's got a lot of stuff planned this summer. We're gonna shoot a lot of videos.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know what we have planned next. We're going to plan something soon.
Clash Guitar says snakes. He's interested.
Yeah.
Well,
how you doing, Shane?
I went magnet fishing in a creek the other day, and it was loaded full of snakes everywhere on the bank.
Snakes are good.
Yeah, as long as they stay on the bank, they'll swim to me. But they can't bite you underwater, so I'm not too worried about it.
South of Ann Arbor, Dundee. There's
Yeah,
a Bass Pro Shop there, I think. Or
Dundee. Who's in Dundee?
No. Tim Borton.
Tim Burton. Oh yeah, South of Ann Arbor, Dundee. I go through there all the time.
There's a big Cabela's.
Has Nug been on
Cabela's, here yet? Yeah, not Bass Pro.
Yeah,
Cabela's
up there. The two bears out front fighting.
Has Jeremy been on the show?
Oh yeah, a couple of times.
Yeah.
Jeremy's
Back when he was a nobody.
Yeah, I remember when Jeremy was doing live streams and stuff, and he asked me to come on his show.
Man,
I was so excited. He had like 700 subscribers, and I had like 30. I was telling everybody, I was like, I'm gonna be on a channel that has 700 subscribers. That's how me and Jeremy became friends.
Yeah, Jeremy's a good guy, and
Jeremy was my first friend from YouTube.
Cat Toy Lady's awesome too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Both very good people.
I love her channel. I love it, you guys. I'm a cat person though, so you know, if you love your cats enough to tattoo them on you, that channel is the channel for you.
I like her channel too. I sit and watch it sometimes. Good night, Deej.
Night, Deej.
Well, yeah, it's 10:15 Eastern Standard Time, and I still have a bit of work to do tonight before I can head to bed. That post-production stuff. There's still work to this live stuff, Rose. It ain't like all in editing.
He's gotta go prepare some mail for the Treasure Vixens is what he's gotta do.
Whatever.
Just text me DB's address and I'll send that magnet out to her.
Yeah, I'll send you those stickers to you guys.
Yep, they should be. I was told, I was emailed So I'll get that to you too. And
I was gonna tell Tim, is it Tim Burton?
yeah, but I think it's Borton, not
Bort?
Burton. It's
Oh yeah, Tim
BOR.
Burton. I drive to Adrian every couple of weeks.
Go count your stickers, David Villa says. I have a lot of them. Britt, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you guys for having me on.
I hope I run to you again out there in the great big world.
Definitely, you will for sure. We'll meet up again.
Oh, I'm sure of it. Trails have a tendency of crossing. Jeff,
Definitely.
great having you back. Actually,
We should take Jeff out prospecting someday. He sounds like he's interested in doing that.
well, we could probably work on that sometime.
Man, I want to come.
Yeah.
Bring it on. Bring it on. More the
Hey,
merrier to our addiction.
I tell you what, there's nothing more fun than teaching somebody something new.
Yeah,
You
heck
said
yeah.
There's a canal where you live at? You said there was a canal
Yeah,
where you live at?
we won't go pan in the canal.
I know, but you said there is a canal that can be walked.
Oh yeah, runs right through my town.
Yep.
That's what we'll do then, Jeff.
Goes
Me and
from
you.
Cincinnati to Toledo.
Really? Yeah, because
Yeah.
me and Britton be happy to come up. We'll film some magnet fishing videos if we can up there, and we can make a day or so with you. Like a go prospecting
That'd be
video,
awesome.
you know?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I would.
Ohio's nothing for me to drive. I bet, what is that, 5-6 hours away maybe from me?
Yeah, and I'll just fly there and you can pick me up.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
How long did it take to drive from St. Louis to there, Rose?
What?
How long did it take you guys to drive to Ohio?
From where we're at, it's about 7 hours.
So it's probably about 7 hours for me too.
It's
Not
probably
that
about
ain't far.
9 from where you're at, Jeff. Probably.
Yeah.
I've
8,
driven
9.
twice that time for gold panning. So
How much gold do you think we can find?
Not much.
not enough to pay for your gas.
Like a pound? You think we'll find a pound?
Yeah, okay.
Well, I tell you,
We can always dream. Might as
Yeah,
well
this ain't
dream
Bering,
big.
this ain't Bering Sea Gold, Jeff.
Hey, if you take Britain, I guarantee
no
we'll
one
find
will
it.
ever know you found that pound or what happened to you.
Jesse, whatever. Don't get all Sierra Madre on him.
But if there's anybody that's watching, they want to ever give us tips on places to go, definitely let us know. Because I'm always looking for places, you know.
Oh, sure. Oh, shoot. We're
If
always
me
looking.
and Jeff go there, we always end up finding something crazy.
Oh yeah,
no matter where me
definitely.
and Britain goes, we find stuff.
Prospecting, magnet fishing, metal detecting, bottle digging, whatever, you know.
This Laurel.
Whatever. Okay, it's getting that time. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you again, Britt and Jeff.
Yeah.
As
Great seeing you guys.
always, ToledoJess, Dano, and Rose, thank you for being the best co-hosts
Be on tonight.
on YouTube. And thank you everybody out there, because you know what? All of you make this night my favorite night, and I want to thank you. And thank you for joining us. Until next time, that reminds me, we're having Jeff, Outdoor Influencer's cousin, right? Cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brent from Outdoor Treasures with us next Tuesday night. Should be another great show. So I hope to see you all then. Until then, may you always have a flash in your pan.
You know what he's going to say next.
That's right, sis, because ask them, it happens. Maybe one day, too, we'll meet you on the river or in a Menards or You never know where. Good night, everybody. God bless. Love you all.
Good night.
Everyone.
Thank you everybody for watching.
Hi, Rose.
Good night.
Yes,
Good night, M.A. Lyman, Kevin Hubbard, David Maggie, TV, Mark Miller, Hippie Exploring, Miss Laurel, Heavy Metal Detective. Good night, Ralph.
Night Outdoorsy Gallo.
Johnny, Moto,
Thank you again. You are
Chrissy, Johnny.
Motor mining.